Hello, welcome back to this podcast, Takes Tokens. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Deric. I'm glad you're here. We're going to go over our Retro Ramble section where we ask each other a question the week before, and then we answer it today. So, my question that I asked you last week was, what was your favorite Lego set growing up? Or as a kid, whatever. Same thing.
Yeah, as a kid. Well, definitely as a kid. You asked me this question, and I immediately had my answer because I really didn't have like a ton of Lego sets growing up. I had like a little red plastic Lego briefcase that Lego put out to like, I guess, hold all your Legos. It was the loudest, most obnoxious thing in the world, I'm sure. But that held all of my Legos, and it wasn't even halfway full. All the Legos I ever had in the world. I remember I had at least two big sets, and by big, I mean big for the time. At the time, they didn't make these gargantuan 6,000 piece sets. They made like, the average set, like the larger sets were maybe 1,000 pieces if you were lucky. So I had like a forest one, like I forget what they call it. It was like it was knights. Sorry, it was knights, and there was like a little woods, like a tree, I think, and then there was like a section of wall, maybe part of a tower, and some knights and horses and stuff like that. And then there was also a spaceship that I had, like this black and gray spaceship, and a couple of spacemen. And I remember it had like this, like, it was really angular, and I liked that one. That was probably my favorite one. And I was able to like kind of take that one and turn it into like several different ships. And I would play with it, and I'd build my own ships. I had like a couple of connector pieces and some like, flexible, like the pieces that like folded and stuff like that. So I was able to build some fun stuff with it. And that was always my favorite thing to do, was just build different like ships out of that, or like especially like building ships that would like come apart into like two different ships, or and then nest back together. Like I guess in my head I was making kind of like a international space station, or just like two ships that would dock together to become one larger ship. But yeah, that was always my favorite thing to do. How about you?
So was the spaceship thing, was it built to come apart like that and to make different kinds of ships? Do you remember? Or was it just something that you just made?
I think it was something that I did. Like, I'm pretty sure it was all like just like one ship originally. Okay. I can't remember the name of it or what the original thing looked like, because I don't have the instructions anymore.
Yeah, right. Which you can find them. Like, that's one thing that I love about like Lego's website. You can get on there and you can look up the instructions for any set they've ever built. They've ever made. And it's so you can just make anything. I was never that creative with them. When I was a kid and as I grew up, I just really had a great joy in just building what they're wanting me to build. And I played with them. I remember having, fights and stuff with them and things like that. Especially later on when they started coming out with the Star Wars ones. That was a lot of fun. My favorite ones, because I think when you and I were growing up, they didn't have a whole lot of sets, right? They had like the city set, which would have the spaceship and stuff like that, and they had the city stuff. They had like a Robin Hood theme sort of a thing. I think it was like, or maybe that came hand in hand with the night theme. It was like it was like a night. It had castles in the forest and stuff like that. Yeah, and they had like a pirate theme, and I feel like that was about everything they had back then.
That's about it. And then maybe each set would get one new release a year.
Yeah. It didn't seem like there was like a whole lot. And so like my favorite one, it was, I actually looked it up here. So I did not remember this, all this information on it, but it was set number 6075, Wolfpack Tower. And it was one of the night sets. The Wolfpack was like the bad guys, if I remember right, of the knights. And it had it's got like a little drawbridge, or not a drawbridge, but like a little bridge with it, and it sets on a blue. Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sets on like, so for those listening, it sets on like a blue, one giant blue piece. So it's like water. But I remember that piece, there's like a hinge where it's like this cave opens up underneath the castle. I still think, I think I might still have this piece. And then I remember the ghost, because this Wolfpack stuff, they started coming out with these ghosts that would glow in the dark. And I thought those were the coolest things ever. But yeah, this set was so much fun. I remember this thing. And then I think I had like other castle sets and stuff. But for some reason, this one I just thought was so cool because it had the little trap door that would open up and you had the ghost and everything with it. And I just had a lot of fun with that one. So yeah, that was my jam. Those night ones. You just don't see those very much anymore. Like I looked for the night ones.
I think they just recently started bringing stuff like that back.
Have they really? Okay.
Yeah, Bruce got one last year. I think it was called like Blacktronic or something like that.
Okay.
And it's like it looks very similar to the spaceship I remember having. And yeah, they've been doing all these like throwback sets. And I think they did one for the Knights as well recently. Okay. I know they did Pirates, I want to say. But yeah, they've been doing some throwback sets here and there. And
I'll have to look that up. I really like a lot of times, I'm not gonna say every time, but a lot of times when I go to the store, I'll look at the Lego sets.
Oh yeah.
I'm never gonna buy them. Like I want to buy them just to build them, but
where are you gonna put them?
Yeah, where am I gonna put them at? So like there's one like this Tranquil Garden set that I really want, and I found it like I found it on Amazon, and then there was like a third party lighting kit that you can put into it, and it looks so cool. I've got no place to put it. I really want to get it, but anyway, yeah, that's my.
A lot of them like you can only find like on Lego's website or in their stores. Like they're not in like Target or Walmart or anything like that.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, if you're not near a Lego store, you're not seeing a lot of them. Like we go to the Lego store probably like once a month and just kind of.
Oh, really?
Check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Cool stuff there.
Yeah.